What is up, guys? Nando here with a new and different video. So, like I said in my previous video, I said I was going to do a little bit of a transformation video. I'm not one of those stories where I lost like 150 pounds. I'm no obese to beast where I was 350 down to 200. But there was a point in my life where I peaked weighted at 263. And it wasn't a good 263, guys. I was a junior in high school after football season. I got on the scale, it said 263. But like most people's stories, they have a moment of self-realization where they say, where they're like, wow, like I need to change my life. I need to change the way I am, blah, 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 blah. But I was always active. I played football my whole high school career. I played basketball most of my high school career. I was always involved in a sport, even when I was younger. When I was like in elementary school, I played soccer. I was always active. It was just, I just loved to eat. Eating made me happy. I would sit down every single day usually with a pint of fish food, Ben & Jerry's, and just go to town while watching TV after having 2 plates at dinner. Like it was nothing. And it wasn't that I was eating because I was sad. It wasn't eating because I was depressed. It was just eating because it's what I wanted to do. And it made me happy to eat that food. It tasted really, really good. So I just wanted to share my story and how my life kind of changed with the weight loss. So I'm going to put a few pictures up of me when I was the summer before my junior year of high school. I was around 250. The thing is, I didn't realize I was this big. My friends didn't realize because they were with me every day. They didn't realize that I was huge. And they saw that I played football. I was pretty good at it. I was pretty strong. Like I wasn't just all fat. But it was just unhealthy, guys. And my moment where basically I was like, I have to lose some weight was my junior year. Right before winter break, it was after the football season ended, I got blood work done. My mom used to always make me get blood work done, and she said, and I got it back, and the doctor came to me, and she was like, your cholesterol is through the roof. Triglycerides are 3 times the healthy normal amount. She said, if you continue this way, you're gonna have a lot of difficulty continuing like it's impossible to live this way. I'm gonna get early onset diabetes. I'm gonna have high blood pressure at a very young age, and all this stuff. My dad's side of the family, all diabetics, all have high blood pressure. I was born with a I was born a big baby. I was born almost 11 pounds. I was the biggest baby in the hospital when I was born, and I just didn't have things going my way. And at that point, the doctor said, you got to lose weight. You have to. If not, your life is going to end at a very young age. And that's kind of when it hit me. And it wasn't like I started crying about it or anything. It was just something that needed to be done. And honestly, without the help of my parents, I would have kept going at the rate that I was going. My parents hooked me up. The way my diet was done, it wasn't like if it fits your macros like I do right now. It wasn't any of that. It wasn't powerlifting and exercising. It was 6 meals a day, 3 hours apart, small meals, like a very classic old school diet. Wake up, have a small meal, like egg whites and plain oats. Throughout the school day, I would have 3 separate meals actually. And everything my mom pre-made for me. Basically I did nothing. I didn't cook for myself at all. My mom pre-packaged everything. She made it like her job to make sure that I was okay, which was awesome. And between that winter break and that summer, I want to say, I'll show you guys a picture of what I looked like after that, like right at the beginning of that summer. In 4 months, I think I was down to 220. just quick. And I was still working out every day with the football team in the off season for high school, so that helped. And that's really all that I was doing in terms of cardio. I played a little basketball. Oh, and also what caused a big spike in my weight was my sophomore year, the summer going into my junior year. I tore my meniscus as I was playing basketball at 250 pounds. Literally, it wasn't like a crazy accident where I tried to cut one way and my knee went the other way. I literally jumped up to grab a rebound, fell, didn't hit anybody else. I was all by myself, and it just kind of just snapped, guys. It was just too much weight. My joints couldn't handle it. And it wasn't until I lost probably the first 20-30 pounds that I realized that, wow, my life can get a lot better if I lose this weight, if I continue to lose weight. And because when I was at that 260, I was never unhappy. I was never sad. I had friends. I was good at sports. I was a pretty decent student. Like, everything was going well. I was getting recruited to play football, but I was just unhealthily fat, guys. It wasn't a good thing, as you guys can see in those pictures. But yeah, things started to change. I was a size 42 waist. But it felt good losing weight. I'm not gonna lie. It felt amazing just getting on that scale and seeing that number go down every single day. Again, the diet that I did, 6 days a week, or not 6 days a week, 6 meals a day, small 300-calorie meals, all done up by my mom. It was unbelievable what she did. A lot of props go out to her. But then I took it to an extreme, which is what I usually do. So I went on to play football at Tufts University for 1 year. I only stayed there for a year. I got up to like 216, and it was like a decently sized 216. Like, I put on a decent amount of muscle. I was squatting 405 for doubles, deadlifting a decent amount, power like 255. I benched 265 or 255. There I was eating a lot, but they were working me out so much, and I was always doing something, and I was walking everywhere that I didn't really gain any weight. Before I got to school, I got all the way down to 205. Then right after I got out of school, got to 216, and then for some reason, something in me changed where I was just like, I want to lose as much weight as possible. So that summer, it was unhealthy what I was doing. You'll see in some pictures what I looked like. My shoulders were squared off, my face was super skinny. I would wake up every morning, 6 a.m., do insanity. I fasted. Then I would go to the gym, do my regular lifting. Then I would go play basketball. It is all done before like 11 a.m. and before eating anything. And then I got obsessed with clean eating. Nothing but chicken breasts, lettuce, anything I could find that was low calorie. I got into that mindset where anything with fat was bad for you. So that is when I dropped. I think the lightest I ever was 180.9. I still have it on my FitnessPal because I logged that in because at that time I was proud of myself. But then I was as weak as I've ever been. I could barely bench 185, which my friend who was like 145 was benching. I couldn't squat anything. I couldn't. It wasn't healthy. I wasn't eating right for the person of my size. And I was still like, I got skinny fat. I still had a little bit of fat on me. And I'll show you guys. I have stretch marks. I don't know if you guys can see. That's fat that I never could get rid of. I still have those stretch marks to this day, but that's from when I was 260. But I got to a point where I was just very, very skinny fat and something wasn't working. And then a friend introduced me to If It Fits Your Macros. And that's how I got into this whole world, guys. Now I'm at, like you guys know, I'm at around 202, 203, 204. I'm not the strongest guy in the world. I'm not the most in shape guy in the world. It's still a process. I do want to be a little more fit, as in move a little more weight, look a little more shredded, but I'm happy with what I'm doing, guys. I'm not unhealthy in either way. I found that balance of being able to have some of those not clean foods while also having chicken breast, vegetables, fruits, all that good stuff. So the reason I made this video is because I just want to share with you guys that anybody can do it. It's not that hard. You just gotta focus, stay consistent, and even if you deviate from your path, just get right back on it. It's happened to me a million times. How many times I wish I had a penny for every single time I said to myself, oh, tomorrow I'll start the diet, so I'm just gonna binge eat tonight. That's another story. But thanks for watching. Hopefully this inspires somebody. If it inspires one person, then that's all I really care about. Until next time, guys, cue that outro.